The news travels globally at a rapid pace. Thus, even in the eastern blue region of Fuchsia Village, residents are informed about the ongoing events. Conversations about the incident are everywhere. One individual mentions that Garp's condition at Pirate Island remains uncertain. Another claims he hasn't been declared deceased. Could he be amidst the turmoil? Whoopslap is the person confident about Garp's well-being. He refers to Garp as the man behind numerous legends. Hence, there's no cause for concern. McKinnon concurs with this sentiment. Whoopslap. Suddenly, a loud laughter is heard, followed by a shout. What's so amusing? But it turns out the one laughing is McEnroe's infant, who quickly turns to tears. Makino cradles her child and expresses her surprise. She remains concerned for Garp, especially since her baby has only recently started recognizing Luffy's face. Makino gently questions her child. Do you like your big brother Luffy? Elsewhere at Mount Columbo, Dodon is with her group of bandits. Tears stream down her face as both Garp and Luffy are unaccounted for. Out of nowhere, a global tremor strikes. People everywhere experience the immense quake. In the Grand Line's Lagoon, Water 7's Iceberg, and the Marine HQ's Hyena, the tremors are palpable. Momo, Alaska, and Ueno also sense the earthquake. Determining the epicenter in this era, with its peculiar geographies, is challenging. Beyond these locations, the quake's effects reach even the prisoners in Impel Down and the residents of Lowtown. Everyone feels the tremors, even in the De La Lucia Kingdom, which has disappeared from maps. 6 days after the event, in the location where the La Lucia Kingdom once stood, no remnants of the country's landmass remain. In its place is a vast chasm, surrounded by cascading seawater. This enormous void, a result of the earthquake, has elevated global sea levels by approximately 1 meter. The powerful tremor resonates globally. In the Comeback Kingdom, residents are stunned by the rising sea levels. Yvonne Cove, Haraway, and several others are responding to the unfolding events. The surge in sea levels has caused numerous coastlines and islands to disappear. Updates from various areas are pouring in, detailing the flooding conditions of each region. Many report that the flooding was devastating. In certain areas, sharks have even made their way into homes. The global situation is dire. In Future Village, opinions are divided. Some residents are eager to go fishing, while others strongly advise against venturing out to sea. Whoopslap appears deeply concerned. Over at Egghead Island in the New World, the tremors are palpable, and the sea levels have surged there as well. On Egghead Island, a call to assemble a military force of national importance, even surpassing the Buster Call, is being held back. Surrounding the island are marine battleships, comprising 20 massive vessels and hundreds more of varying sizes. A sea creature launches an assault on one of the marine battleships, but it's swiftly defeated by Admiral Kangaroo's beam attack. Aboard the fleet, around 30,000 marine soldiers stand ready. Santomaru addresses Gazara, reminding him that he had cautioned against using the sea beast weapons. Hazara counters, stating he wasn't the one who started the conflict, implying he doesn't wish to obliterate the island. This staggering fleet of battleships is under the command of 9 vice admirals from Marine headquarters, along with Admiral Pizarro. Caesar urges Santomaru to emerge and give himself up. However, Santomaru cautions him, stating they will retaliate with laser attacks if Hazara persists in assaulting the sea beasts. Santomaru informs Pizarro that Vegapunk managed to develop lasers for the pacifistas simply by analyzing Hazara's capabilities. A flashback is displayed, showing a young Santomaru becoming enthralled upon learning of Hazara's powers. When Hazara disclosed his abilities to Vegapunk, Santomaru exclaims in surprise, never having imagined that Hazara would be the one to come after him. Pizarro informs him that he can't shield him from the accusations related to researching the Void Century. He must obey commands since he's beholden to higher powers, akin to a corporate slave. Someone advises him that there's no merit in conflict. The more havoc they wreak, the more detrimental it will be for their cause. It also appears that Rob, Lucy, and their team were unsuccessful in their assassination attempt, given that the Straw Hat Pirates are present as well. Inside the battleship, Saint Saturn is relishing his food. He inquires about the current situation and instructs everyone to conceal his identity as their vice admiral. Doberman comes across an article detailing the Straw Hats taking Vegapunk hostage, which he finds intriguing. He then updates Saturn on the situation, informing him that there is no ongoing mission. Reports are coming in from the CP0 agents. Meanwhile, Sanamaru remains vigilant. Doberman provides a comprehensive summary of the events on Egghead Island and the story arcs of various characters. He mentions that at the Punk records, there are 7, including Dr. Vegapunk, and the celestial entity for the Seraphim units is safeguarding them. They are in alliance with the Straw Hat Pirates, a group consisting of 10 members. The elite team that was dispatched was headed by 3 Cypherpole agents, including Lucky Kaku and Stussy, during the fabric phase. The rest of the Cypherpole soldiers, numbering around 100, have been detained by Mach 3 pacifistas, with the Mark 3 units under the leadership of Sentamaru. Doberman also notes that the Frontier Dome's barrier is fully operational, making entry and exit almost unfeasible currently. Saturn listens intently. Doberman continues, informing him that a day has already elapsed, and the events inside remain ambiguous. Saturn questions Doberman about the location of the researchers and employees from the island. Doberman responds that they all evacuated the island a day prior, and they are still working on pinpointing the exact location of their ship. Saturn, concerned that someone aboard might be privy to the truth, instructs Doberman to sink the ship once it's located. Doberman adds another piece of information for Saturn, the pirate known as Big Eater. Bonnie was also spotted on the island. Saturn dismisses her, stating that Kuma's daughter, Bonnie, is insignificant and merely a young girl without much capability. Concurrently, a battle ensues between the Marines and the sea beasts. Cesar receives news that transmission waves from Egghead have been detected and are linking to an unknown location. Someone appears to be attempting to reach the Holy Land of Mary Joaz via the transponder snail, as the transmission waves are being routed through it. In Mary Joaz, KIZARU notices the black transponder snail affixed to his wrist, and realizes that it can be used for intercepting messages. In the command room, the call connects to the Gorosei, and the individual on the other end is identified as Vegapunk York. York voices her grievances about their ruthless intentions to eliminate her alongside the other Vegapunks. St. Marcus appears perplexed. York asserts that she was the informant regarding Vegapunk Stella's treachery. St. Marcus responds, emphasizing that she too is a Vegapunk, and that fact remains unchangeable. Saturn is also tuned into the dialogue. York poses a question to the Gorosei. If she were truly invested in the secrets of the Void Century, why would she disclose so much to them? The Gorosei, however, dismiss York's reasoning as nonsensical. St. Nusjiro acknowledges her resilience in surviving the ordeal. He then inquires about the whereabouts of the CP0 agents and the Straw Hat Pirates. York asserts that she had provided them with all the information the previous night, yet they show no gratitude or compassion towards her. She points out that the naval fleet encircling the island is a clear indication of the Gorosei's intentions to wage war against her, and ultimately end her life. St. Topman doesn't respond to her statements. However, St. Shepard breaks the silence, revealing that their stance has shifted. He acknowledges her ability to produce the Mother Flame weapons. York retorts, highlighting their aptitude for negotiation, and questions their true intentions. She emphasizes that she had already supplied them with Mother Flame weapons even before this request. Kurosaki then interjects, expressing their need for more of these weapons. York discloses that the facility capable of manufacturing these weapons is located on Egghead Island. She seeks assurance that neither she nor the research laboratory will be harmed. St. Marcus and the others consent to her condition. She further stipulates that she be made a celestial dragon. They acquiesce to this request as well, assuring her that arrangements will be made. After securing their agreement, York then pleads for assistance. She exclaims in distress that Straw Hat Luffy intends to kill her. The reactions from Gura, Saturn, and the Quasar crew are ones of shock upon hearing her words. York urges the Gorosei to eliminate the Straw Hat Pirates. It becomes evident that York is actually being held captive by the Straw Hat Pirates, with Zoro's sword pressed against her throat, and Usopp handling the transponder snail, facilitating her communication with the Gorosei. Nami, Luffy, Bonnie, Vegapunk, and the remainder of the Straw Hat crew are enjoying a meal and taking a moment to relax. Even Lucy appears at ease, leaving many to wonder about the circumstances that improved his relationship with the Straw Hat crew. Nami voices her relief, saying that everything is finally falling into place. Luffy declares their intention to use York as a protective measure to ensure